Is Universal Technical Institute worth it? Well, today I'm going to be answering that for you guys. I just graduated a couple weeks ago with my associate's degree in automotive technology. And I'm working my dream job. I scored a job at Lamborghini about a year ago, and I've been a technician ever since. Well, if I was to rate UTI on a scale through 1 through 10, I think if you have some sort of mechanical or automotive knowledge, I would give it about a 6 out of 10. But if you have zero knowledge about any of that and you're coming into it blind, I really think 8 out of 10 overall. So let's dive into those details. Well, I came into the school personally with a decent amount of knowledge in the automotive field. Ever since I was about 15, 16, I was working on my own cars, I was working on friends' cars. You know, I learned about brakes, engines, transmissions. I did my first transmission swap when I was 16 years old. So I came into the school with all that knowledge, so I can definitely speak more for that side of it. But for example, like the training aids in UTI are just cut in half cars. So it uses basically the front of the car, and they're about 20 years old now. They're from the early 2000s. So the systems that you're working on and you're testing on are older. So if you're looking to be a dealership technician, it's definitely not gonna be as helpful as it is if you're going independent or doing this as a hobby. Also, certain classes like 101 engines, 103 undercar, they're all very basic classes. I mean, it is the basics of what a piston is, what a rod is, what suspension is, literally the bare bones, which when you have that knowledge, it's kind of like, why am I here? Why am I wasting my time? It's very useless in a manner. But on the other hand, there are really good classes, like all the electrical classes that you go through are very helpful. I didn't have a whole lot of electrical knowledge when I came into the school, and so when I joined and I hit 104, 105 back to back, that's basic electrical, and then I think they call it like something electrical, it's the next one, and then there's a third, advanced electrical. That's the one where you're really testing faults in HVAC, window switches, instrument panels, engine repair. You know, that's when you really dive into it, and those classes are pretty good. That's really where the curriculum steps up a notch, in my opinion, and that's why I feel like a 6 out of 10 is very reasonable for this. I mean, a lot of the classes do waste your time when you already have this knowledge, but you have to take the classes to get the degree. So it just catch-22, you know, you have to do it to be able to learn the other stuff that you need. Well, moving on to the side of coming in with no knowledge, or basically no knowledge in the automotive field. On this hand, those basic classes I was just talking about, they're very helpful. I mean, when you don't know what a rod looks like, when you don't know what a piston looks like, when you don't have the fundamentals of all those classes, that's your foundation right there. And they explain it well, all the teachers really dive into it. It's very repetitive is the information that you get, like the labs that you do. I mean, it is like the same thing, it feels like every single day. So when you're brand new in it, it's amazing to be able to have that support. I mean, I personally knew people that went into the school and now they're full flat rate technicians at dealerships. I mean, it really can move you forward, the school. Well, now that we have those ratings out of the way and the reasonings for them, I would like to touch on a few things that most people don't talk about when they talk about UTI and their experiences. And my first thing was homework. I mean, like most people going into trade school, homework is not something that we look forward to doing or that any of us enjoy doing. And this homework is so repetitive and it felt like so useless. I mean, the questions, it's like yes or no questions, true or false, match this to that. And it takes hours on end, and it just keeps you up late at night when you're already working a full-time job. So the homework is definitely something to keep in mind when you start the school. It's something that catches a lot of people off guard, and you can fail the classes off it and you got to retake them. Next is attendance. Attendance is a silent killer, I think. What I mean by that is the school uses this thing called infractions. So say if you miss a day, you get 3 infractions. And if you leave early, it depends when you leave early. So if you leave early more than half the class, you get 2 infractions. But if you leave, past half class, it's only 1. And you get a maximum of 7 infractions. As soon as you hit that 8th one, you fail the class and you have to retake it. And that whole system really catches people off guard. I mean, if you have personal issues, if you have anything of the sort, that you get sick, anything, you basically have to retake a class. You can only really miss 2 full days of class. in a 3-week time. So it's very hard in that sense. I was lucky enough that I didn't get too sick. I didn't have any personal issues going on during that year, that I never had to retake a class. I'm very grateful for that. Next is the teachers. Don't get me wrong at all, most of the teachers are fantastic. I mean, they are great people. They come in with a lot of experience. Most of them were technicians for 10, 20 years. They graduated from UTI back in the day, you know. Most of them are really good people. There are some, though, that just want you to fail. They don't care about being there. They're there just for the paycheck. Most of them couldn't make it in the automotive field, and that's why they had to go into teach. I had a couple teachers that were just very, you know, picky with who they liked and who they really showed that favoritism. But if you want my opinion and you want how to get past those teachers, just lay low. That's my best advice. Lay low, get your work done, show up on time, leave on time, and you're going to be fine throughout this school. Something else that most people don't cover is the good discounts you get on tools. I mean, most people that are coming into this field are doing it for a job and they want good tools. You get 50% off most tools on Snap-on. I took advantage of that. I maxed out. I think you get up to $12,000 that you're able to spend. So you're really getting $24,000, $25,000 worth of Snap-on tools. I think they do it for Cornwell. I could be wrong. I think they do it for Cornwell or Matco. Or at least you get some sort of discount through there. But that is something to take advantage of. I mean, I just had experience. I was on the Snap-on truck this last Friday, and I needed a spark plug socket, and it was a 14mm 12-point magnetic with a swivel on it. So very specific. That was a $100 socket for one. So if you can take advantage of that discount of getting tools, you really should. I really recommend it. Well, guys, to wrap things up, I really do think that Universal Technical Institute, UTI, is a great school to go to. If you're going for personal reasons, you want to just know how to work on your own cars better, or if you're going in to make a career out of it. I enjoyed it. I'm very lucky in the position and the job I have, but people work up from there. You know, not everyone gets the chance to start at an exotic dealership. There are options to do MSATs, such as Ford, BMW. You can get sent to Porsche for training and start your careers there. I mean, they really do accelerate what could otherwise take, you know, long time to be able to get into those type of dealerships if you're interested. Otherwise, it's a great thing to learn. I mean, I thought, you know, being a young kid, I thought I knew everything about cars going into it, but now it really just, it moves you up that next level, in my opinion. So thank you guys for watching today. Make sure to subscribe, and we'll see you on next week's video.